All right, boys. I apologize for the thunder in the background. As I'm recording this, it is pouring out. But, this is our first deck of the evening, and last stream we played a mono white Convoke list. Let me go find that real quick. I might have deleted it actually. We played a mono white Convoke list mainly just to test out Political Triumph. So this is a 1-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control enters, you scry 1, you put a plan counter on it, and then when the 4th plan counter is put on it, you sack it, draw a card, your whole team gets a +1/+1 counter. So I thought a fast sort of creature deck would be the best way to play this. So I put in mono white Convoke based on an old modern list, and then today we're kind of switching gears and playing the one that's more competitive and historic, which is Boros Convoke, featuring Gleeful Demolition and Kodaltha Rebirth. So if you're not familiar with this, these are 1-mana sorceries that either destroy or sacrifice an artifact, and then if you do, you get 3 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. So you use cheap artifact makers or artifacts in general, like Ornithopter, Esper Sentinel, Novice Inspector, and Voldaren Epicure, which all create tokens or artifacts themselves on turn 1. Follow that up with a Kodaltha or a Gleeful Demolition on turn 2, and suddenly you got 4 creatures on the board, which lets you then have access to Venerated Loxodon, which can use all those creatures to convoke, pump them. You get a 4/4 for cheap. We're also playing both Bushwhackers, Reckless, and Goblin to pump the team and give them haste. And then a lot of these decks are playing Warden of the Inner Sky, which is a 1/2 creature. If it has 3 or more counters on it, has Flying and Vigilance, and then you can tap 3 untapped artifacts or creatures, and you put a counter on this one and scry. So that's kind of the general game plan, is just spam the board, pump the team, and start swinging. It's rather straightforward. There's not anything else really crazy going on. But in the older versions, these decks played Case of the Gateway Express. So this is like a removal spell where each of your creatures deals 1 damage to another creature when it enters. If you swing with 3 creatures, it solves, and then it kind of gives your creatures a permanent buff. While that's good, it's also 2 mana, and I like the utility of this, but Political Triumph lets you have a lot of sort of nutty hands where you can, turn 1 Triumph, turn 2 Ornithopter, Voldaren Epicure, Esper Sentinel, Inspector, plus a Rebirth or a Demolition, and immediately put 4 counters on this, pump your team, and draw a card. So I think the explosiveness of Political Triumph is just going to hopefully outweigh Case of the Gateway Express. That's kind of what we're here to test out. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen Boros Convoke in a very long time, so I don't know what it's really up to these days. If it has any competitiveness chops going on. I've seen some lists playing like Goblin Bombardment. I've seen others play Ruby Collector and all sorts of fun stuff, which is kind of neat. But I thought we'd just start with a rather simple list, playing Jegantha as the companion. Outside of that, the mana base is pretty standard. We're playing 4 Sunbaked Canyon as some extra gas. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We just play our spells, cast our things, and attack. Sideboard-wise, we have lots of fun utility. We're playing a split 3/1 on Fragment plus Path. It just has some creature removal alongside Shove Aside, but obviously these have some extra artifact hate, enchantment hate qualities. A couple Deafening Silence along with Athalia to slow down combo decks, 3 Rest in Peace, and then a couple Phyrexian Revokers because it's a Pithing Needle that can attack, and in a pinch can be fired off via Gleeful Demolition or Kodaltha Rebirth to give us 3 bodies. So that's the idea, and let's just start it. Like, this hand is like crazy, right? I feel like these are the exact kind of hands we want. Especially with Ornithopter, because we get to turn 1 double scry, which is kind of hot. I actually don't mind a Novice Inspector here. Obviously, it sucks if we get Thoughtseize or something, but we have card draw in the form of Novice Inspector and stuff coming up. Let's see if he has Chalice on one, which would suck for us. Okay. Chat, I was scared. I was very scared for a second. We'll actually probably just, I just kind of want to keep digging here. Don't need an Ornithopter. Bushwhacker is a great top deck. We'll see if we can, wow, Aetherworks Marvel, very interesting. So in this case, we're gonna go Novice Inspector into a kicked Bushwhacker. And swing all. Okay, so that was like an absolutely disgusting start. That was gross. Interesting. Okay, I think we're just gonna bring in the Thalias, the Revokers, and some Fragments. I don't know if Revoker is necessary. Yeah, these are okay. Little awkward, Taco. I think we can probably cut down on a couple Bushwhackers, maybe like a Loxodon, a Warden. We still want it to be rather threat dense. Actually, I'd rather have something like that. Obviously, Thalia's a little bit of a nombo with the rest of our shell, but that opening hand we just had, turn 3, was kind of crazy. This is a bit slower. We do have turn 2 Gleeful plus Double Canyon, which is pretty good. Let's maul. Let's just see what else we can find. Jesus Christ. If we find another land, this hand's kind of crazy, right? Okay, let's try this one. Revoker's pretty hot. We could probably drop a Bushwhacker. We don't really have a way to take advantage of Triumph here, which kind of sucks. I almost think I'd get rid of the Warden. I don't know. That's a weird one. Okay, Loxodon's pretty good. But Political Triumph seems absolutely insane for this shell, no? I think we're just gonna name Aetherworks Marvel. Hopefully, okay, I'll take an Inspector. So Inspector, so next turn, we could have done what? Inspector, blow it up, make 3 things, pop Political Triumph, so we have 5 creatures on the board, then Venerated Loxodon, and pump the whole team again. So we'd have 3 3/3s, a 4/3. That's gross. I feel like it's a pretty logical way to start. Like, I know we're just doing one thing really well, but like look at this hand. Turn 2 Inspector plus Gleeful Demolition, make a team of 2/2s. Like, that's kind of crazy, no? Even better, play an Epicure. And then do it again the following turn. If we draw a land, we can do the same thing the following turn, which is kind of gross. I'm just going to leave that on top. And then we'll Triumph, Inspector, Gleeful again, and do the same thing. Try and start digging for, like, a Bushwhacker. Opponents are going to do some stuff too. But geez Louise. Do we need another one? No, we don't need another one. But holy moly. Alright, chat. We're looking for some sort of bushwhacker or something. A lot of lands. Jesus Christ. Inspector. We'll swing 12. Okay. What else we got, opponent? Are we good at this game or what? So we get to investigate into a surge. Give the whole team +1/+0 in haste. Chat, he's playing Fog. It would be just my luck to run into a platinum player playing fucking Fog. But wow, Triumph, so far Triumph's kind of nutty. Jet, we just died after an insane opener. Jesus Christ. Of course our opponent's playing Fog, because why wouldn't they be playing Fog? That's funny. But wow. Dude, turn 3? Turn 3 hit, we had what? 8? We had 20 power on the board turn 3. That was gross. Don't know if Esper Sentinel's doing a whole lot here. Yeah, wow, we just got blown out by a Fog, chat. In best of 3, nonetheless. Like, I could maybe understand that in best of 1. But holy shit. This hand's just slow, right? This hand's also kind of slow, but we'll give it a shot because I want to. We also got to see what happens when we don't have nutty hands. Bushwhacker's a good pickup. Probably. I don't think I want a Lox on right now. That's just so funny. Maybe he brought in surgical extractions. If we lose to this, you know what? I'll be okay with that. If you're playing Fog, I respect it. Now they're just chilling. I don't really know what they're doing. Have you guys seen that blue-red version of Ruby Storm? I've seen a few people 7-0 with it. All things Scapeshift in Discord, and then someone on Twitter was playing something similar. Should I just get him to... I think I just want to get him to try and fire a Fog here. I also want to scry. But yeah, we're going to assume he has Fog, and he's not going to take 6. But you see this shell? If it loads? With Stormcatch Mentor, and then that gives you access to stock up Flow State and Ponder. Plus, like, Stormcatch is its own win con. Just gonna keep chipping in here. But he's... Seems rather interesting. Awaken the Woods. Holy shit. Chat, opponent's a fucking gamer. You beat it without... What were you on? I like the idea of Stormcatch Mentor, but it also opens you up to so much more removal than Ruby does. I guess you get some better sideboard options. What am I just... We're just assuming he has Fog, right? Okay. Are they gonna scry and draw a card here? We're probably gonna hold on to that for a second in case we have to fragment. Ran into a Reameter. I was thinking it was, is it Wizards with a really weird draw? Oh yeah, I could see that. All right, so opponent didn't really have a good set of draws. How funny would it be to bring in Phyrexian Revoker just for his deceptive landscapes? I'm not going to, but it'd be funny. Yeah, I guess it's kind of just like Blue-Red Storm from Modern. Esper Sentinel, 2 lands. We do have a Fragment, but we don't have a lot to go off of in terms of speed. Oh, this hand's good. Do I want Bushwhacker here over Loxodon? I think so. Okay. Might just play the Inspector here. Well, that made things a little different. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the Ornithopter for a second. Just because it lets us surge. It's gonna be tough to get through all these things, huh? There's no pause at the forest. Another Gleeful Demolition. Can I do anything with that? We can. We're gonna keep that. Make 3 bodies. We're gonna keep that on top, I think. Jesus. Some of these hands are crazy, chat. I don't know if I want to... We'll see what we draw. We might have to kill our own Ornithopter. Okay, so far he just made 1 land drop. He's going to make another copy of Springheart. And that's it. Okay. So... I don't know. We can do a lot here. I think... Honestly, I think I just Bushwhacker and swing. And then if he decides to block all, we can fragment his other Nantuko after it falls off. I mean, he has to block all here. We also put him down to 1. And then I think I'm gonna do it on his upkeep. Just to make it tapped. Bum, bum. Ooh, excuse me, chat. Wake in the Woods? It's not good enough, sir. Unless he has something crazy. I don't know what that crazy could be, but... Alright. This is... decent. Let's keep this. We'll just... present 3 power turn 1 and see how we do. Pioneer Metagame Challenge? Interesting. This is definitely a bit of a slower hand. I feel like you need a payoff. Obviously, Goblin Bushwhacker is better than Reckless. But maybe we just need to mulligan aggressively for Triumph and go from there. Novice is good. Part of me wants to keep Inspector in hand just in case we draw a land so we can go boom boom. But I think I also rather just have access to the card draw here. Is it? I've seen a couple builds running the other... What's the other Convoke guy that puts 2 cards in your hand? We played it in the mono white version. But that doesn't really feel very... Ooh, ew. Okay, well, we did end up finding another land, so fuck me. Yeah, but like... I guess that gets you more Bushwhackers, which seems pretty good. But if you're not hitting a Bushwhacker, you're just grabbing a 1-drop. Like Sentinel and stuff. I don't know how... I don't know. What was our opponent playing? He just fucking Grave Titan? Chat, if we get a Grave Titan persisted on 2... Yeah, Lockdown feels better. Not really sure what Op is doing. I can't believe... Fucking fogged, dude. We had 20 power on turn 3. And then we get fogged. And then we proceed to lose the following turn. We might... I do kind of want to... Ooh. Oh, chat. Well, let's see if we get countered by something. I don't know what that something would be. Spell Pierce. Is he dead? 6, 7. These all become 2. Yeah. Possibly. This still might be... Well, opponent doesn't really have anything, but this still might be turn 3. So this was a non-Triumph hand, and it still felt rather nutty. Doesn't really matter what he removes, because they all get haste. Okay. So, looks like maybe a Frog Shell with Persists and Emperor. We don't really know much, but Gaze plus Grave Titan makes me think that. So I think we'll bring in these 2. I don't really want to over sideboard. I think I'd rather have generic removal over Thalia. Oh. So... Do I want to cut the Wardens altogether? Kinda. Slows us down quite a bit. I think I don't know. I think I want to rely mainly just on going fast right off the gate here. Or at least try to. Oh, I got the I got the other mini primers up on the jank tank. I gotta fix the loading thing. But I got these. These are only... This list looks super sick. With like... Oh. Never mind. Apparently this one's not. Is this one working? This one's working. Chat, I didn't fix it. Fuck me. I must have typed something wrong. Oh, I never published it, chat. There's your problem. There's your problem. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. And then I gotta fix this stuff too. I don't know why this doesn't show every video we post. It only shows like the 12. Oh shit, chat, this hand's crazy. We need a land, which hopefully we can find off of Triumph. But geez Louise, look at this hand. No Thoughtseize, thank you. Give me a land. What does that feel like? Fatal Push in hand? Oh my god, please Fatal Push with Ornithopter. Fuck yeah. Thank you, sir. Joke's on him, I have a second one. Reckless Bushwhacker's pretty good too, but we're digging for a land here, chat. Praven! I haven't seen you in the age of a dog. It appears to have stopped, at least thundering. Praven, 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 get your adverbs here. Opponent's on Grixis. Psychic Frog, you got it, Super Chief. We are still looking for a land. Will we find it? We do not find it. I actually think I just want to Epicure here. Do I? No. No, I think it's more important I find a land. Well, at least make 3 2/2s. He could have like Force Negation or something. How goes it? It's going. We're living life. How goes your life, Praven? What's going on in Praven's world? Chat, why are the blue-black players in gold through diamond the slowest frog players in the world? A Loxodon. As much as I want that, no thank you. I will take a Sunbaked Canyon, please. Do I want an Ornithopter? Yes, I think. Oh, no, wrong card. Jesus. Oh, our opponent's back. Same old, same old. Send Bushy love. Bushy is apparently broke his toe, and he's sitting in the ER watching stream. I don't know what happened to Bushy, but... Alright. Oculus. Okay, so yeah, we figured they were some sort of reanimator shell. Is it funny of me to triple block this frog? Oh, okay. I guess not. Opponent doesn't love me. To be honest, Oculus might be tough for us to beat. I mean, we can go Thopter into a Bushwhacker, but we're not gonna come out on top with this swing. I'm in the Never Broke a Bone camp. Okay, Praven, you don't have to rub it in our faces. I broke my foot when I was like 11. That's about it. Is he gonna trade out the other one, or is he just gonna take the 8? He might just take the 8. Indeed he does. Alright. I thought he would block one more, but his face down card must be something relevant. If we top deck a land, of course it's a second Oculus. If we top deck a land, we can demo into a second Bushwhacker and just try and push through, but it's not looking good for us, chat. To be fair, we mulliganed into a non-rest in peace hand. Okay, we find an Epicure instead. I needed a land, chat. Kind of an Akko Taco position, huh? This takes him to 8. And then a demolition. He's just gonna have so many blockers, chat. I think we're gonna have to do a game 3. I think I'm happy with what we sideboarded, though. I think just having straight removals better than Thalia. Whoa, and now he has 3 mana open, 3 cards in hand. He did not swing with Frog, which makes me almost feel like he's not holding a piece for removal. Might just be a counter spell. But he only has a single whatever up. We're just gonna swing off because we got nothing better to do. Math is for blockers. He has 7 things and we have 10 threats. So we're hitting him for like 5. I assume if he blocks all the 2-1s. Is he blocking everything? He is indeed. Wow, he's really... Okay, he's trading out, boys. And he has a Fatal Push. Interesting. Alright. Chat, we're gonna concede. We're out of gas, and he's gonna stick a Frog and double Oculus back, so... What's been going on in MTG land? Anything interesting? It's all Frog. Frog, Blue-White, High Noon, and Storm. John Royce is still there. If you go to, what do you call it? What's his face from, the Discord? Runs Meta Confluence, which gets updated weekly, but Yawgmoth, Frog, and whatever, and then High Noon, Jund, Ruby Storm. Everything's just hanging around. Okay, Political Triumph plus Rest in Peace. This seems pretty good. Maybe a little slower than we want for the actual aggro part, but I think we can play it. We'll lead on a Triumph. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. We keep running into High Noon and it makes me want to kill myself, so. That's the price we pay to be gamers. But I played... What did I play to Mythic? Oh, I played Mardu Burn. I don't think the league is happening right now, is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. I hit Mythic at 770. I played Mardu Burn. With you missed a couple streams, right? We were playing Stick, Fearless Mentor from the Marvel Jumpstart, because it's actually gas. Yeah, but like I found a deck I like enjoyed. I was having fun with Ooh, nothing from opponent here. I don't really need an Ornithopter, do I? No. I think we're just gonna rebirth right away and fire off a Triumph. Loxodon seems fine. We might get our board sweeped. Link a list? I think it's on my Mox field, right? Pretty simple. We ended up playing main deck Deflecting Palm and Skullcrack. Okay, so I knew he had Path of Peril there, so I think we're fine with that. We find a Fragment. But Stick Fearless Mentor, a 2-mana 2/1, and it says whenever a source you control deals damage. So like whenever you damage yourself, you get to exile the top card until the end of your next turn. It's like a crazy fucking card advantage engine. So then you just play like Barbarian Ring and some Pain lands, and you can do crazy shit. I'm just trying to play this as a 1/1. A second Bushwhacker. I don't think I want that. Maybe I do. Surprise opponent doesn't have a frog. But yeah, I mean, we didn't do anything crazy. I think my ending win rate was like 63%, which is like, I feel like that's pretty average. Chat, I have a really sneaking suspicion our opponent's about to hardcast Grave Titan. But yeah, I teched for the meta. I played Skullcracks and Deflecting Palms. Oh my god, do I call him like I see him or what? And then we're gonna spin him into an Oculus. Of course we are. But is that better than a Grave Titan? No. Fuck me. Esper Sentinel. I think we're gonna demo our own Sentinel. But I don't know. Also, what's red for? Is he just playing looting? Probably. But geez, oh geez, is it gonna be hard to punch through this, huh? But at least we made a bunch of 3/3s. No! Praven, you always regret it. I would not play this burn deck. I would not play this burn deck. We talked at length about it, but like our burn is okay, but the creatures we have in Historic are not good. But if you're not thinking of playing the burn list, then maybe you do want to re-download and you want to... What the fuck? Chat, why does my opponent have double Grave Titan in hand? And first off, why is he playing Grave Titan in the first place? I feel like we would have been better against Classic. We would have been better against Classic Frog. But this is also just one of those situations where, like, our hate pieces aren't enough, and it kind of, like, dilutes our game plan. If you know what I mean? So, like, it's just tough because, like, okay, yeah, we had Rest in Peace, but then we didn't put a clock on him. But, I mean... Oh, he's double blocking. Interesting. Might still take 8 here. What do you think? This is probably something else, right? You think this is a second Oculus? Call to Crash. Is that the, whatchamacallit? Siege Rhino? I saw someone playing that too. Alright, chat, we're just dead, right? Triumph has been kind of insane. Oh, I don't think we can beat Auras. There's no way we can beat Auras. Especially if he has a Light Pause on too. Which they always do. And then he plays Ruckus and go grabs a Lifelink. There's no way we beat that. I assume that's... Oh, okay. He did not grab what I thought he was going to grab. We could have bushwhackered there, but I don't think it's worth whatever. They're becoming a vibe coder for a month, but I don't know. I mean, that's what the jank tank is. All right, chat, we're just never. I don't even think we have a chance to beat this deck, if I'm being honest. I think Loxodon's gonna be too slow. This is gonna be a tough one, boys. What do you want to do with the vibe coding? I was vibe coding before it was cool. The whole jank tank is vibe coding. If you ever look at the fucking jank tank, dude. The person who was helping with, he's my cousin, and he went to school for computer science. And like we tried a few times, but we just got busy with life, because he was building it for me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it myself. I was like, okay, how do I fix this? Because I got stuck somewhere. So I sent him the code, and he just kind of looked at me. He's like, Plum, what the fuck is this? I said, I don't know. I don't know anything. Second Ornithopter? I don't think so. Vibe coding's where it's at. Alright, Giver of Runes. Giver of Runes, guys. Good start, good start. We killed that. We're gonna go into this, and then we're gonna sack our Ornithopter. We're gonna make 3 things, so we're gonna make them all 2/2s. Bushwhacker? Hell yeah. Dude, Political Triumph's so good. What a card. Okay, there's the light pause. It's over after this turn. We're gonna die. We hit him to 5. And then he plays a 2-drop into... Well, if he has a land, he can play 1-drop, pump into Shelter by Ghost plus something else. And he's going to make this into, like, a monstrosity. Chat, we got an Ornithopter. Okay, it's a 3/2. Ethereal Armor. Okay, does he have a land? Chat, he doesn't. But he can go get... What? Okay. Okay, chat. Chat, we're gonna win this one. Whee! 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 Chat, we won a game. Okay, I think I do want Thalia. Chat, we won 1 game. Ooh. Are you proud of me? Guys, do you want me to train like Ali and Trazi so I can show you really big muscles on stream? This hand's also kind of good, sorta. They couldn't see a fracture, but I'm home now and it hurts. They got me on Norco. Bushy! Why you gotta be hurting yourself, my man? What you doing over there? Well, at least they didn't see anything. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I'd rather find another 1-drop to play, right? Okay. Just like own a house and have a kid who can't have blinds or hang himself. Okay, are we gonna see the shelter by ghost, chat? There it is. I don't think we could beat a shelter by ghost. I mean, maybe we can. Oh, opponent does decide to swing, which is kind of interesting. I thought they would hold back until it's big enough to outpace, but they don't need to. We're probably good. We're just kind of dead next turn, right? Ah, that explains it. You're gonna try and build a football simulator in Excel. Alright, chat. We're just assuming we're dead, right? Unless our opponent's hand is magically 4 lands. Which would be funny. Oh. Chat, they have a second shelter by ghost. Okay, fuck my life. Honestly, I feel like that matchup doesn't... Like, we can race that matchup if they don't have shelter by... rather slow, yes? Sure. Also, kind of slow. But not, like, horrible. Candy Trail. What does Candy Trail mean? Ooh. That was a very good top deck for us, yes? Because now we can Ornithopter. We might have wanted to save that for the following turn. Like, turn 2, 12 power is pretty good. What plays Candy Trail? In mono white. Collector's Vault. Okay, opponent. We'd like a land. Thank you, sir. Is it worth me blowing up my own Sentinel for an extra swing? I think so. Okay, chat. Turn 3. Nice. What are we thinking this is? I don't know. Some sort of mono white pile of cards. Honestly, these wardens don't seem very good. I just, like, want a political triumph hand every single day. Alright, so that was turn 3. This is... What, turn 3 locks it on? We do have a fragment and stuff, though, too. Let's try. You never know if you don't try, chat. We're gonna play our Thopter right away. At least, hopefully, the Sentinel will draw us something off of his 2-drop. Nice. And he gives us some extra artifacts, which is even better. Let's draw a Sentinel. Yeah, we'll put another body into play. Can locks it on next turn. Instant ramen. Do we get a card draw for that? No, we do not. That's also a nice draw. Maybe worth... we might be overcommitting here. Is that lethal? That presents lethal, maybe? But I feel like we might get board wiped. Which is fine, because we still have... Oh. Okay. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus an extra 6, which takes us to 18. Plus a whole board of pumped creatures. He's just dead here, right? Maybe. I didn't do all the math, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Alright. A turn 3 win and a turn 4 win, chat. Okay, but anyways, closing thoughts for this deck. And then we'll move on to the second one. Political Triumph feels perfectly at home here. This card's insane. There was so many games where we go like turn 1 Triumph, turn 2 Inspector, Thopter, Sentinel, or Epicure into like a Rebirth or Demolition. I mean, you have 8 artifacts, or I'm sorry, 16 cards here and 8 Demolition effects on to draw into. And then, you know, the creature plus 3 bodies immediately pops the Triumph, so you get at least 8 power on the board turn 2, and then you follow that up with like a Bushwhacker of some sort, or a Loxodon. Feels nutty. It feels disgusting. So, this is much better than the mono white version, and we kind of already saw that Triumph had promise in that version, but this is just way more aggressive and way easier to actually connect damage through at high speed, and I think you can just take advantage of this card a lot quicker than the mono white build did. So, I mean, it's designed to do one thing and do that thing well. I would say overall, we almost never played Warden, did we? We maybe got it on the board twice. And I know this is like a pretty, I don't know what I want to say, staple card for this archetype, but I don't know, we didn't really do anything. We're just more in, like, we're more all in on just pumping the team and then jamming a Bushwhacker, and I feel like I don't want to be slowed down by Warden just tapping random things. I guess it's good when you have so many artifacts, but I don't know. I don't know what else you would put there. You can maybe do like a, don't we have, oh, we have Jagantha, but it's like Stoke the Flames. If you get a board stall, you could like instant speed dome something for 4. Like I said, Loxodon felt good. What was the other guy we were talking about earlier? Knight Errant? 6 creature mana value, X's number of creatures that Convoke. This card's like okay. I feel like it just doesn't hit well enough. Like, yeah, maybe you get like double Bushwhackers or something, but besides that, you're just getting 1-drops, which doesn't feel great. So I think Loxodon's just better, but I don't know. Probably need some more testing to see if Warden's worth keeping in there. But I'm just wondering if you could find something better, or maybe we just need to play with it more, because it also gets counters fast with Loxodon plus Triumph. So maybe we just didn't see it enough to make the best. But cyber-wise, felt fine. Rather unfortunate we fragmented that Grave Titan into an Oculus. That felt bad, but everything else was pretty good. Mana base was clean. I think our lands were perfect. I don't think we really got flooded, and obviously the Scry from Triumph helps get rid of that sort of stickage as you're drawing. Same with Esper Sentinel, but I like it. 10 out of 10. I had a blast with this. I don't think I put this on Moxfield, so let's do that. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Yes, I did. So you type exclamation point Dex if you want to see this shell. But anywho, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.